The boxing world is buzzing with anticipation for the rematch between Gervonta "Tank" Davis and Lamont Roach, set for August 16th in Las Vegas. Their first encounter ended in a controversial majority draw, sparking heated debates among fans and analysts about who truly deserved the victory. Some argue Roach outboxed Davis for much of the fight, while others maintain Tank's late surge and raw power kept him in control. The rematch promises to settle the score, with both fighters carrying the weight of proving themselves in what could be a defining moment in their careers. This fight isn't just about a win, it's about legacy, pride, and silencing the critics. The first fight was a spectacle that left no one indifferent. Roach, coming up from a lighter weight class, was expected by many to be overwhelmed by Davis's devastating power. Yet, he defied expectations, showing resilience and skill that caught even the most seasoned observers off guard. For 12 rounds, Roach stood toe-to-toe with one of boxing's most feared punchers, using his jab, forward pressure, and sharp combinations to frustrate Davis. Some ringside observers felt Roach controlled 7 or 8 rounds, capitalizing on his technical prowess and refusing to be intimidated. A controversial moment came in the 9th round when Davis took a knee, which many believed should have been scored as a knockdown but wasn't. The judges' scorecards reflected the closeness of the bout, resulting in a draw that satisfied neither fighter nor their camps. Shakur Stevenson, a former world champion and one of boxing's brightest stars, has been vocal about the matchup. He warned Roach about the dangers of facing Davis again, calling Tank a different animal with unmatched power. Stevenson, who has faced elite competition himself, emphasized that Davis's ability to crack opponents makes him a unique challenge. He noted that Roach's performance in the first fight was impressive, as he didn't bow to Tank's reputation or power, but cautioned that Davis is unlikely to give him another lucky chance. Stevenson's respect for Davis is clear. He considers a potential fight with Tank to be his toughest matchup, dismissing other contenders like Ryan Garcia as trash, and even ranking Davis above Devin Haney in terms of difficulty. For Stevenson, a fight with Davis would be a chess match, a test of skill, power, and mental fortitude. He acknowledges Davis's unpredictability and intelligence in the ring, qualities that make him a threat to anyone. Davis, for his part, has been unusually quiet leading up to the rematch. Known for his brash trash-talking and bold social media presence, Tank has adopted a more reserved approach this time. His only notable comment was a cryptic tweet, "Somebody is in trouble." This silence has fueled speculation that he's hyper-focused, determined to correct the mistakes of the first fight. Observers have noted that Davis appeared off his game in the initial bout, possibly due to distractions or poor strategy. He spent too much time on the ropes, looking for counters rather than dictating the pace, and his conditioning seemed to falter in the later rounds. Fans and analysts agree that wasn't the best version of Tank, and with his reputation on the line, he's leaving nothing to chance this time. A significant change in Davis's preparation is the addition of a new coach, Mustafa, known for his work on timing, precision, and accuracy. Mustafa has previously trained fighters like Kevin Farmer, and his influence is already apparent in Davis's training footage. Clips circulating online show Tank looking stronger and more jacked than ever, with a renewed emphasis on fundamentals and stamina. His sessions appear more structured, a departure from the raw, instinct-driven style he's known for. This shift has sparked debate among fans. Some wonder if switching trainers so close to a fight is risky, while others believe Mustafa's expertise will refine Tank's already formidable skill set. Longtime coach Kenny Ellis, still part of Davis's team, has hinted at serious changes in the camp, though he's kept details under wraps. His cryptic comments suggest something unique is being planned, adding an air of mystery to Tank's preparation. Roach, on the other hand, has been anything but quiet. He's been active in interviews and on social media, confidently asserting that he should have been declared the winner of the first fight. His performance earned him respect, as he proved he could hang with one of boxing's elite. Roach's strategy was effective: constant pressure, a sharp jab, and calculated aggression without overcommitting. He avoided the fate of many of Davis's opponents, who either retreat in fear of his power or get reckless and fall victim to his counters. Roach's ability to walk that fine line made the first fight competitive, and he's doubled down on his preparation for the rematch. Training videos show him in peak condition, working on speed, power, and endurance. However, Ellis cautioned that gym performance doesn't always translate to the ring. "You can do all the push-ups and run all the miles," he said, "but it's about taking pain in the fight. That's in your DNA." For Roach, the challenge will be proving he can withstand Davis's pressure again, especially if Tank comes out sharper and more aggressive. The weight class debate has been a recurring topic. Critics argue that Roach, moving up from 130 pounds, may struggle to carry his power to 135 or 140 pounds, where Davis has fought comfortably. However, Roy Jones Jr., a former champion who successfully moved up multiple weight classes, dismissed these concerns. He explained that a fundamentally sound fighter can carry their power across weight classes if they know how to punch correctly. Jones, who went from 154 pounds to heavyweight without losing his knockout ability, believes Davis's fundamentals make him a threat at any weight. Tank jumps between 130 and 140, and his punches are the same, Jones said. If Roach is sound, he'll have his punch too. If not, he'll lose it. This perspective underscores the importance of technique over raw physicality, a factor that could play a significant role in the rematch. The stakes couldn't be higher for Davis. A second underwhelming performance or loss could damage his standing in the boxing world. One subpar night can be excused, but a repeat would raise questions about his place among the sports elite. Fans are quick to point out that Tank has faced criticism before and always bounced back, but the pressure is mounting. A decisive victory is crucial to reaffirming his dominance and silencing doubters. For Roach, this is a chance to cement his status as a top-tier fighter. He's already defied expectations once, and a win over Davis would catapult him into stardom. Even a strong showing in a loss could lead to a trilogy, as Mikey Garcia suggested, noting that the controversy from the first fight might give Roach multiple opportunities. Analysts like trainer Greg Hackett believe the rematch is too close to call. He gives Roach a slight edge, 55-45, because he exceeded expectations in the first fight, but he stresses that both fighters need to be at their absolute best. Any lapse in focus or execution could be costly. Hackett emphasized that Davis must bring his everything game to avoid trouble, a sentiment echoed by Garcia. The former champion praised Tank's ability to learn from mistakes but warned that mental lapses could undo all his physical preparation. If his head's not right, he shouldn't step in the ring, Garcia said. This focus on mental fortitude highlights the psychological aspect of the fight, especially given Davis's recent comments about needing therapy but choosing to delay it to maintain his edge. The narrative surrounding the rematch is as compelling as the fight itself. Davis and Roach share a history, having come from the same gym and sparred as amateurs. This familiarity adds a layer of rivalry, making the bout feel like a personal vendetta. Fans see it as the perfect boxing story, a clash between two fighters who know each other's strengths and weaknesses intimately. The first fight was a back-and-forth affair, with Roach dominating early and Davis rallying late. Some argue Roach's consistency gave him the edge, while others point to Tank's power shots as the difference-maker. The draw left everyone unsatisfied, fueling the demand for a rematch to provide clarity. Social media is ablaze with opinions. Some fans believe Roach was robbed, citing the controversial non-knockdown and his overall activity. Others insist Davis's power and late-round surge proved his superiority. The debate has become a microcosm of boxing's subjective nature, where personal biases often shape perceptions. One fan summed it up, "Y'all argue forever about who won, but it was neck and neck. They need to run it back to settle it." The consensus is that this rematch isn't just a fight, it's a chance to end one of boxing's biggest recent controversies. Davis's silence contrasts sharply with Roach's outspokenness, creating a narrative of quiet confidence versus vocal defiance. Analysts interpret Tank's low profile as a sign of intense focus, a departure from his usual bravado. "We ain't never seen Tank like this," one observer noted. "He's quiet, just training. That's dangerous." Roach, meanwhile, is riding the momentum of his first performance, unafraid to call out Davis and assert his claim to victory. This dynamic has heightened the anticipation, with fans eager to see if Davis's preparation translates into a dominant performance or if Roach can pull off what many still consider an upset. The rematch is being billed as a potential classic, with both fighters bringing unique strengths. Davis's power, speed, and ring IQ make him a formidable opponent, but his conditioning and focus have been questioned. Roach's technical skill, durability, and heart proved he belongs in the ring with the best, but he'll need to elevate his game to counter a more prepared Tank. The addition of Coach Mustafa suggests Davis is addressing his weaknesses, particularly stamina and activity in the early rounds. Roach, meanwhile, must replicate his disciplined approach while finding ways to neutralize Davis's power. As the fight approaches, the boxing community is united in its excitement. This isn't just another bout, it's a chance to witness history. Whether Davis reclaims his dominance or Roach shocks the world again, the outcome will resonate for years. For now, the stage is set for a clash that promises clean, crispy shots, strategic adjustments, and a definitive answer to who reigns supreme.